Let's assume for a moment that we have a glorious future. Humanity becomes a Type 3 civilization, does not get wiped out by aliens, and develops interstellar travel based on our current understanding of physics. In this best case scenario, how far could we possibly go? To know the possibilities behind this viable question, watch the video till the end. Hope you enjoy watching this video, then please give it a thumbs up and do share it with other keen learners like you. Want to join us on the journey to these mysteries of the universe? Then subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell icon for further new notifications. Now, let's get started! Well, the local group is the answer. It is the biggest structure that humanity will ever be a part of. While it is certainly huge, the local group accounts for only 0.00000000001% of the observable universe. Let this number sink in for a moment. We are limited to 100 billionth of a percent of the observable universe. The simple fact that there is actually a limit for us. Why can't we go further? Well, it all has to do with the nature of nothing. Nothing, or empty space, isn't empty but has energy intrinsic to itself, so-called quantum fluctuations. On the smallest scale, there is constant action. Particles and antiparticles appearing and annihilating themselves. You can imagine this quantum vacuum as a bubbling pot with denser and less dense regions. Now, let's go back to 13.8 billion of years when the fabric of space consisted of nothing at all. Right after the Big Bang, in an event known as cosmic inflation, the observable universe expanded from the size of a marble to trillions of kilometers in a fractions of a second. The sudden stretching of the universe was so fast and extreme that all those quantum fluctuations were stretched as well. The subatomic distances became galactic distances, with dense and less dense regions. After inflation, gravity began to pull everything back together. At the larger scale, the expansion was too quick and powerful to overcome. But at smaller scales, gravity emerged victorious. So, over time, the denser regions or pockets of the universe grew into groups of galaxies like the one we live in today. Only stuff inside our pocket, the local group, is bound to us gravitationally. But wait, what's the problem then? Why can't we travel from our pocket to the next one? Here, dark energy makes everything complicated. About 6 billion years ago, dark energy took over. It's basically an invisible force or effect that causes and speeds up the expansion of the universe. We don't know why or what dark energy is, but we can observe its effects clearly. In the early universe, there were larger cold spots around the local group that grew into large clusters with thousands of galaxies. We are surrounded by a lot of stuff, but none of these structures and galaxies outside of the local group are gravitationally bound to us. So, the more universe expands, the larger the distance between us and the other gravitational pockets becomes. Over time, dark energy will push the rest of the universe away from us, causing all the other clusters, galaxies, and groups to eventually become unreachable. Nothing but more and more nothingness. The next galaxy group is already millions of light years away, but all of them are moving away from us at speeds we can't ever hope to match. We could leave the local group and fly through intergalactic space into the darkness, but we would never arrive anywhere. While we will become more and more stranded, the local group will become more tightly bound and merge together to form one giant elliptical galaxy with the unoriginal name Andromeda in a few billion years. But it becomes even more depressing. At some point, the galaxies outside the local group will be so far away that they will be too faint to detect. And the few photons that do make it to us will be shifted to such long wavelengths that they will be undetectable. Once this happens, no information outside the local group will be able to reach us. The universe will recede from view. It will appear to be dark and empty in all directions, forever. A being born in the far future in Milky Andromeda will think there is nothing but its own galaxy in the entire universe. When they look far into empty space, they will see more emptiness and darkness. They won't be able to see cosmic background radiation, and they won't be able to learn about the Big Bang. They will have no way of knowing what we know today. The nature of the expanding universe, when it began and how it will end. They will think the universe is static and eternal. Milky Andromeda will be an island in the darkness, slowly getting darker and darker. Still, with its trillion stars, the local group is certainly large enough for humanity. After all, we still haven't figured out how to leave our solar system, and we have billions of years to explore our galaxy. We have the incredible luck to exist at the perfect moment in time, to see not only our future but also our most distant past. And isolated and remote as the local group is, we can perceive the entire universe, grand and spectacular as it is right now. That was all for today's video. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself and bye bye.